Oh wait, my mic is on mute. What did I say? Did I read bruh out loud? Is that what I did? Good, I better not have said anything. Ah, good, I'm muted. Now I can quickly say my credit card information. Ring, 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 hello? Oh no, yeah, you're fine to talk. I'm currently muted on the live stream I'm doing. Yes. Yes, I did make that giant donation to charity, yes. You're calling in regard... Yeah? The people I saved from the burning building? What about them? Of course I can give them a couple thousand more. But just look, don't tell anyone about it, you know, I don't like to make this kind of stuff public, you know, so keep it on the down low. Yeah, alright. Have a great... No. Please, you must stop flirting with me. I hate it when attractive women flirt with me. Okay, bye-bye. Right. What's going on, boys, and welcome back to the stream. How's everyone doing today? Everyone in chat put hey, hi, hello, just something so I can read some names. First person in chat was Dutch van der Lind, your average crew player, Light, Relay, or is it Riley? I guess it's Riley, right? That makes a bit more sense. First person in Twitch chat was Fast PC Tech, Poloski, Jasper Klassen, Lamborghini Kuntash, Intra Gamer, Rufus. See, the name Rufus just makes me think, and you won't know this unless you're British, it makes me think of that one Rufus Rice guy. Oh wait, I need to go turn the lights on, hang on. Hang on a minute, chat. Question, by the way, chat, while I'm doing this, question, is this my first live stream in, like, ages? Or am I going, I swear this is my first live stream since, like, the car meet that I went to, you know, where I filmed all the stuff with the Shmee and whatever? Because I was thinking about it when I was setting up the live stream. I was like, God, it feels like I haven't streamed in ages. And then I was like, hang on a minute. I think I haven't streamed in ages. So is it my first one since the car show? Car meet announcement was last stream. I genuinely think that this one might be my... Oh, fuck. Oh, one of them, I put one of them on wonky. That one's gonna stay wonky, chat. Anyone with any kind of like, you know, what's the one? What's the one where you need things exact? It's not ADHD. It's not. No, I know this. OCD. Okay, see, I looked away from chat so I didn't get it spoiled, and then I forgot that there's another set of chat. Like, I've got chat, like, chat, you guys are surrounded me. Yeah, OCD. If anyone's got OCD, I don't know, like, to get, like, a sticker, get, like, a sticker and stick it over your screen right there. Oh, wait, this one's a bit wonky, too. Just get, like, a big sticker here, and just, like... Ow. Chat, the SidWaj live stream is a bastion of professionalism. Bastion, is that a word? Did the use of that word make any sense? So yeah, this is my first live stream since the car show that I went to, which obviously you guys have been seeing all the videos from. I filmed so much, chat. I filmed too much, in fact. I got a professional drifter to play the game. I got a real police officer. I got a genuine police officer to play the chase squad. And he actually kind of loved it. On the to be fair, right, I didn't put him in the chase squad events with the blue mood and the blue mood over it and the, hey, you need to take down that cat, puppy dog, that nonsense. Instead, I put him in Arrival, which just meant he was in the open world taking someone down. He actually quite enjoyed it, but it was quite funny. He did, like, politely arrest the guy in the end. I thought it would have been cool to get a clip of a police officer, like, full takedowning some guy, but he just kind of, he just nicely took the guy out in the end. Let me see if I can find the footage right now. Which one of these files would it even be? I filmed, this one was with Alex, this one was with... These files are a mess, chat. Editing these videos has been no small task. And no one's watching them. People watch the Shmee one, and now no one's watching any more of them. But I still gotta get them out, you know. They're big collabs. Where's the officer? I know I filmed with him. Where is he? It's not this one. Is it this one? That's also Alex. It would be before that, right? This one. That is not the police officer. Okay, chat, whatever. We'll find the police officer at some other point. But there we go. Because most of the people don't know these guys. Yeah, it turns out, chat, my audience is a lot more... I mean, to be fair, I knew this. To be fair, I knew this. But my audience is a lot more car games than it is cars, I guess. Because, and if I had to be completely transparent, chat, if I had to be completely transparent, and this is going to sound a little silly, but it's on the meme, given, you know, I make videos on car games and don't own a car myself, yada yada, right? So it's a little funny, but I had to, multiple times while filming these videos, I had to turn to Josh and Kieran, my good mates who are there, and go, so who the hell is this guy? so if I had to know right now exactly who this was, what would I? Tell me in the next minute if I had to know who this was, what would I say? But Bagsy, if you're into drift, whoa, Josh there with the Twitch Prime. Shmee on my 150 till I schmuseum. Now that's a text to speech. But the one thing is though, chat. The one thing is, you guys knew who Shmee was. Now the Shmee video, that one didn't do amazing to begin with either. But Shmee boosted that one a little. He community posted it and whatnot. The Crew Motorfest reposted my post on Instagram. That was pretty cool. So the Shmee video was, that one did the best out of all of them, and will probably continue to do the best out of all of them. But professional drifter plays, that one, I guess, would be better if I actually got into drift. And we're not really in the police episode anymore, so if we were still in the police update, I guess it would be cooler if I did the police officer plays the chase squad, but we're not. But I'm still going to get that one out. Like I say, I'm still going to get them out. I still got one with Mike Brewer. Still got one with the very legendary Valentino Balboni. Which again, you know, it's like you guys are younger. You guys probably don't even know what Wheeler Dealers is. I didn't even wait, did I welcome people to the stream? Well, welcome if I hadn't welcomed you already. If they made a demolition type centered around the chase elements, I think it would be amazing for PvP. As in, like, a demolition event. I do. Wheeler Dealers. Bagsy's obviously just a drifter, so you gotta know about drifting. But Bagsy's been at other, like, car meets and stuff. Valentino Balboni, you'd have to be a real big Lamborghini fan, I guess, right? The angle is cool, but how can't it turn at 20 miles an hour? Well, oh, the drift. Can we talk about how the drift cars are? No, yeah, the drift. So I did that video recently, chat, and it was quite divided. What do you think, chat? Rate the Crew motor, not in comparison to the Crew 2 or anything like that. Rate the Crew 2's drifting out of 10. Lamborghini Countach, well, yeah. I see person named Lamborghini Countach. See, I hope you enjoy my video with Valentino Balboni. 2 out of 10, 9 out of 10. See, the first two that I get are 9 out of 10 and 2 out of 10. Rate the Crew Motorfest drifting out of 10, chat. When we have a SidWaj character in game, hey, you got to ask Ivory Tower that. 8, interesting. A lot higher than I thought. 4, Sid Jetware. Jetware! Where's the jet? Bro's mainstream now. Damn. 7, 9 still. Okay, don't spam it, but yeah. Other than the new cars, definitely an 8. 0. The thing is, the drifting is only really nice for exactly what I'm doing right now. The drifting in this game, and at least my take on the drifting in this game, is that it's built for this. It's built for, like, racing. It's built for one point to the other point. You can't do the kind of fun stuff you could in the Crew 2, where you just go in an open area and drift around that area. Do you remember if you watched my live streams way back when, right? If you watched my live streams during the Crew 2 era, I used to have this one spot. It was inside one of the Forsberg drift tracks, and they just had a bunch of, like, items everywhere. They had a bunch of, like things, a bunch, like a hay bale or something like that. And I used to just drift around them. I used to just go in and drift around them because they were placed in an area. It was just an area, and then a bunch of different obstacles and stuff. And you could go in and slide in circles around them. The big differentiator in being able to do that normally in the Crew 2's physics, the big comparison is being able to do that normally in the Crew 2's physics, and in Motorfest physics, them actually having to put a difficulty setting which makes the car unnaturally forces it round circular objects, called drift assist, or what is it, stunt assist. But I don't mean this as like a big slight on Motorfest physics. I think for what you're watching me do right now, it's pretty good. You know, you get up to speed, you gauge the turns, you slide round the turns, yada, yada, yada. But I think there should be modes. I think there should be an option. Even if it's not like a button option that you can change like this, maybe put it in the difficulty settings. Like on the speedometer, whatever. You glaze of, because I love that place. That place is brilliant. The TCM drifting is good if you do drift. It sucks for point to point for racing, does sliding, but gets annoying when you just straighten out. It's also, I don't know, there's a really weird vibe to it sometimes, right? The drifting. But that's not something I can really explain, so it's not really worth bringing it up, because I do just mean a vibe. The drag cars can drift better than... Did you see the clip that the Crew reposted the other day? And I thought it was funny, because it... Hang on, chat. One, I want to try do this, but did you see the clip that they posted on Twitter the other day? I wonder what people actually said about this. Oh, just please add car. Whoa! Spoilers for a video, chat? Video spoilers? This chat. He's managing to carry so much momentum through the wide turns. Chat. In a drift car, you would get to here, you would do this, and then have no more momentum left. All of your momentum would have been sucked out of the vehicle. Flicking round, you would have slowed down, you would have tried to flick round, and instead of actually drifting around the turn, your car would have just gone and stopped there. But he turns this way and is immediately able to start picking up speed round a drift. Also, why is the quality so bad? Wow. How does he have so much momentum through the turns? Insane. game needs drift cars like that. That feels a lot like the Crew 2. Except, again, it's got the same issues of initiating drifts. Well, because it's a drag car. So he has to, like, flick it into drifts. The Crew 2, it's just the way that the Crew 2 felt much more open, right? I don't know, though. I don't know. It's obviously, there's a lot of subjectivity to it. I remember when drag cars were actually drag cars instead of faster hypercars and drift hybrids. Then again, I can't really gauge the drag cars in this game. If you want to say anything about drag cars being just like fancy hypercars, faster hypercars, the Crew 2, everyone would use drag cars in escapes. Because if you use the right buttons, you could essentially get a drag car to just behave like any other car in the game. So I gotta be honest, I think drag in the Crew 2 was just as busted. At least in this game, it's a bit cartoonish, it's a bit over the top, but yes, real world drag cars don't turn. But they definitely go way too over the top in this game. Like the way drag cars in the Crew Motorfest just like... You could be going ever so slowly and still spin out immediately. That's what's weird. You should at least be able to have a bit of control of drag cars when you're driving slowly. Top fuel drag cars in the Crew Motorfest when? I wish, man. I wish. Josh is always talking about that as well. Professional drag cars would be really nice. Even something like this, I mean, I appreciate something like this, but let me refrain comment. This isn't about drift cars. Why are we talking about drift cars so much? It's still capable for this week's escape, for example. Oh yeah, okay, so it carries over. So even in this game, you can still use drag cars in escapes. I wish escapes had the... I don't know. I've talked about this a bunch, man. But it was really nice how different niches spawned in the Crew 2. And I know it probably happened over the span of 5 years, but, like, New York players... Again, I've talked about this to death, but don't worry, there will be new stuff. New York players felt like their own little community. And then Escape players, that's the one I want to add on, because I just remembered, Escape players also used to feel like their own little community. I remember delving into the sort of escape runner side of it. And there were people who did specific things, and there was the best of that, and the best runners. Then there was people who beasted in PvP, and there was people who beasted in just the regular event times. Rhino literally used a drag car on this week's escape. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking more... I'm not talking about using drag cars in... escapes. I'm talking about just in general... like, escape players. SidWaj jet? I don't know, man. I'm asking where the jet is. I'm asking. Hey, Sid, I commented on one of your recent YouTube videos, but I was wondering what your thoughts are on the next... New Zealand being a potential country in the next game. Scenery is beautiful, and it's just like the... Huh. How big is New Zealand? I mean, I know it's island-sized, but everywhere's an island if you think about it. I don't know. I always thought that somewhere like Cuba would be quite cool. Because the reason Cuba, I think, would be pretty cool is because Cuba would be like, you know, it's another, like, semi-America-related territory. Especially if you look in the past. And it's got, like, a lot of, like, car culture. The roads are cool. All of that stuff's quite cool. Australian cars? Do you think they would add Australian cars if they did put the game in Australia? Because I don't really think they necessarily add too many American cars. I mean, this game's in Hawaii, and they still have an American-themed playlist. A mainland America-themed playlist. Where the events are just like, oh, what if this forest was actually the forest in America? I don't know, man. New Zealand's pretty big. There's Hawaii. New Zealand is like 100 times bigger than Hawaii. Bro's trying to restart the Cold War. Chat, and then we add a Cold War playlist. And then we keep adding playlists like that, right? Hear me out. We keep adding playlists like that, right? Just multiple Cold War playlists, and then we get a Marvel collab, and we do an X-Men First Class playlist. Chat, what do the kids say nowadays? I'm cooking. I would like a place that has trees and grass, but also sand dunes. Chat, I bring up this concept all the time, but my ideal crew game would be a return to big map. It would be a big map again, and it would be set in Africa. The continent of Africa. It would be about 3 times or 4 times bigger than the Crew 2's map. It would come with the pyramids, it would come with landmarks, it would come with the desert, it would come with the rainforest, it would come with the lakes, the rivers, the cities. I think South Africa, oh, not even South Africa, sorry, Africa as a continent would make the perfect large-scale crew map. No question. It is the only other place which matches all the criteria that made the Crew 2's map so unique. Whoa! Subscribe for 6 months! Welcome, McLovin. Oh yeah, do I have the member goals active? I need to put the member goals active. What are we at, 2 members? What were the goals? I forgot the goals. No, we need a 1-to-1 scale of Birmingham. Yeah. What about Europe? Chat, don't get mad at me. Europe doesn't have the diversity that Africa has. It just doesn't. Oh my god, can you believe we're in a city with cobblestone roads that doesn't have that doesn't have like a more like natural infrastructure, yada yada. Okay, look, it's got landmarks. Europe has landmarks. And then nothing else. Whoa! Rate of 11. Thank you, Valor. Hope you enjoyed your stream. Look, I know Europe has a lot of variety, but it just doesn't have the same variety that the whole of Africa does. It does, you just have to go beyond Western Europe. Okay, yeah, I guess. Okay, look, if you went with, yeah, if you went with all of Europe, I guess, you know, because you get like Finland and Sweden and Norway and Belarus and is this gonna outline it? Can you outline it? Because I don't know which ones of these are Europe and which ones aren't. You get Romania and Serbia and Greece. That'd be cool. My issue is, chat, my issue with Europe is, other than the diversity thing, my issue with Europe is that if they did Europe, the map would have to be insane size. Like Africa, you could get away with like a 4 times bigger than the Crew 2's map, right? Europe would have to be insanely big, or else every city, every country is just gonna be one town. Europe is boring? Exactly. It would just, like, literally, I'm telling you right now, unless it was ginormous, it would literally be, like, it would be, I'm not sketching Europe from scratch. Chat, this is about to be the get ready for the worst drawing of Europe you've ever seen in your life. Good enough, 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 good enough. Chat, you know what? This is actually accurate, because this is the exact type of accuracy you would get from a crew game set in Europe. Chat, no one put me on the Jack Socks at Geography channel. There we go, right? If this was... if this was what Europe looked like, right? Say this is Europe. There would genuinely, and you want to fit in full cities, even at 4 times the size of the crew, whatever, you would get Belarus here, and already that's the whole of Belgium. You would get Berlin here, and already that's near the entire of Germany. You'd, I guess, have to put Stuttgart here, and all of a sudden, Stuttgart and Berlin are 2 meters away. The whole of, essentially, all of the bottom of England would have to be London. And then what do you even have left? I guess you put Glasgow over here? And Glasgow would be like 3 roads. Did I say Belarus, chat? I said Belarus. I meant Brussels. This one would be Brussels, chat. My bad, chat. France would be Paris, right? That would have to be a main one. They are a French company, right? They'd probably want to put Lyon in there, given they're based in Lyon. And then what? And then what else? I mean, you could barely fit. Like, I guess, I don't know, just fancy stuff here. Maybe one more city. Spain would be Madrid, and then nothing. And then you got room for nothing. Seville, I guess. Bilbao. I'm just going for whatever the big ones are on Google Maps. Lisbon. Porto. You get the picture, right? You get the picture. These entire countries would have to be 2 towns at the most. At the most. But because they have to be. Because of the way Europe is. But with Africa, you'd have to start skipping stuff with Europe. But that starts getting a bit funny, right? But with Africa, because everything in Europe has some kind of a best hit, right? And not to slander some of the places in Africa, right? But just like some of the states in America, right? So it's a fair playing field here. I'm not just going after Africa for no reason. Just like some of the states in America for the crew 2, some would have to be skipped. So I think you're much better able to skip some stuff in Africa than you are in Europe. Because if you just skip Belgium, you just skip the Netherlands, people are going to start going, where the hell is the Netherlands? Where the hell is Germany? This map sucks. Also, chat, shout out to anyone who was on that little map I drew. Right? You get to do that thing where it's like, oh, my niche country got mentioned. Except if you're in, like, Spain, France, England, or the Netherlands, because you guys are too big. You're not a niche country. You don't get to say niche country got mentioned. Think I need Google Africa because I don't know how that's diverse at all. Bearing in mind, Africa has proper cities, like proper cities. It's got islands, right? You could do a Madagascar expansion. You could do a Reunion Island expansion, even though those ones are tiny. But you could do a Reunion Island expansion, a Mauritius Island expansion. But Africa has the rain. What is it? The rain? Is it the rainforest? What is it? What's it called, chat? It's the rainforest, right? But they've also got Egypt. Egypt is in Africa. Netherlands isn't niche. Netherlands is the highest search volume of the crew franchise. They are the, like, really loud... And I, first starting up on the crew, would always get Netherland viewers. Hollandian viewers. They are a loud minority, is what Netherlands is. Calling someone's country niche, yikes. Well, okay, no, that is the most Western thing I probably could have ever done. Okay, chat, cancel me. I'm from Holland. Shout out to everyone from Holland. Shout out to everyone who's currently from Holland. Shout out to all of my Netherland deniers. Shout out to the Holland truthers, chat. The ones who know that it was actually just the government cabal who wants you to call it the Netherlands. Holland, Holland, Holland. I'm from Trinidad. The one that's like Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Hey Sid, what do you think about the new crew game being set in UAE? UAE is fun until you actually do it, because it would be one city and then endless desert. It would be Forza Horizon Mexico, the sequel but worse. What's a bad sequel? It would be the Kick-Ass 2 of racing game sequels.
We'll get it this time.
UAE would be Mexico but rich. They're exactly that, yeah. Seacrest County? That's what we need, chat. Why don't... I wonder how the copyright works on that, right? Do you reckon EA actually have Seacrest County copyrighted? They probably do, right? What about one of the niche ones? Like from a really old racing game? There was a point in time where the Crew 2's logo was not copyrighted. I think it was like for like a year or something. Or like patented, or not patented, but like it was something. It was like, it just hadn't been obviously, if you used it, they would go, hey, we were obviously using this copyright before, yada yada. But like there was a time where the Crew 2's iconography just wasn't copyrighted while the Crew 2 was out. Just Ubisoft hadn't renewed the copyright. But yeah, like I said, if someone tried to infringe on it, they would just go, hey, Mr. Court, you can clearly see that this is something that we've used in a professional capacity before, you know? That's where my Suits, Daredevil, and She-Hulk knowledge comes in. Oh yeah, I mean, isn't UAE known for, like, having one of the worst, like, average wage to cost of living kind of things? We have bad roads. I can't remember. Are there any new cars coming out tomorrow?
No shame in trying again.
Chat, so this month sucks. This month sucks. I can't lie. I gotta be honest, this month hasn't been the... video game? Hello? Okay, I'm sorry. I won't say it sucks again. Damn, chat. The game's giving me the silent treatment. I'm sorry. I don't think it sucks. Okay, no, I do. Okay, no, not to say it sucks, because the Jet is later this month. But the Jet is very obviously during the, like, aerial month. Aerial week. Unless they want to drop it during Koenigsegg selection. You know. But, the Jet would likely be during the aerial week. We get a playlist next month. Oh. Forza drops at the end of this month as well. This month, all in all. Also, the Vanity selection this month is just not great. Just really not great. I cannot, but chat, if I was SidWaj during the first year of the Crew Motorfest, I would be actually, and now I don't really care, right? I like when the game is good, when the game is bad, I'm like, whatever. But if I was SidWaj from the first year of the Crew Motorfest, I would be actually up in arms over the fact that in the Summit, not only is it even more reused stuff, they added a vanity for Platinum, which is the exact vanity that released for free to anyone who watched a 2-hour live stream literally a couple weeks ago. I appreciate the work that Ivory Tower do. But this is a really silly decision. And it makes me want to go, why play the Summit? Especially doing it in the 2 dead weeks, right? Brand new month, new car, new main stage legacy, new jet, new Summit vehicle, nothing. You chose the 2 weeks where there is literally no other reason to play the game. The 2 weeks where there is literally no other reason to play the game. To put a vanity item, which there is no reason to get if you had a pulse during the last month. It's just such a... I don't understand that kind of decision. I'm not in the... I'm not in the vibe anymore to sit here and rage about it for ages. But I'm absolutely in the vibe to say I just don't understand that decision. I really don't. There is already such little desire to play the Summit with how many reused vanities there is already. But reusing a vanity that was free last week, it... They like nostalgia? It happened... The vanity released a month ago. It released a month ago! Is this an actual drift event? It is, isn't it? I have no idea what the event this is. Damn, have they ever used this event in the Summit? How have we been through, like, 50 different drift weeks, and I don't feel like I've ever played this event in a Summit? They have? Huh. Also there, straight road, and the cars aren't built for straight road drifting. That's what I mean when it comes to drifting in this game. Isn't built for style, it's built for go somewhere quickly. They expect me, with the drift physics in this game, to drift in this area somehow. In the Crew 2, I could have, because the Crew 2 cars allowed sliding, like easy sliding. This game, you have to force it to slide, and you lose all momentum if you're sliding in a straight line. This M4 is actually... The thing is, I like this M4 not for drifting, but for, like, sliding while racing. I've been using it for the custom mode, and it's actually been alright for the custom mode. Because, you know, it's for... yeah. Go in a straight line and slide while you do so. They have used this event during the Hoonigan. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. True, but if every time they just add the last, like, 3 Koenigsegg's everyone wants. People want Koenigsegg's in this game? Koenigsegg aren't out of business yet? Well, then again, chat. The Motorfest curse. Chat, everyone keep an eye on Koenigsegg stock price. The Motorfest curse is on its way. Now, to be fair, the only Koenigsegg I want is the... Is it CCX? No. It's the one that looks like the CCX, but new. What is it called? This one. This thing. I like this thing, and I would want this thing. The CC850, there you go. I always forget. CC850 is just a CCR? Yeah, but it's a modernized CCR, you know? Modernized. As in, it has, like, slightly better headlights, and that's about it, really. I don't know. It's meh? You take that back. Street 2 Hyper Racing. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Or maybe they can give us the RB17. Why the 17? Why is that the one you want? I heard people complain that they didn't add the RB19. Right? That they went 18 to 20. Actually fun-looking Grand Race route. Get us all the RBs at this point? No! Don't get us all the RBs at this point. Get us all the other cars from the Red Bull playlist at this point, please. Sorry, not Red Bull playlist. Get us all the other cars from the... Oh, you know what? I'll use the Bagsy. Why not? No, I won't. I have traction control off. By the way, chat, watch my Bagsy video, please. Please. Watch the professional drifter plays the Crew Motorfest. Name one difference between all current gen RB cars besides number. I couldn't tell you. I want the rest of the grid though. I want the rest of the grid. But I don't know what the legality is on getting the rest of the grid. Who else? What other companies allow what, like McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Williams, Haas? The good teams like Kick, When are those cars going to be added to the crew motor vest? Want old F1 cars like McLaren, Vodafone? Add Williams, but add them when they were good. What do I go with? Do I have any miles on this car? I can't see, can I? No, I can't. Okay, nice. Sure. This can't go well. I got the need for speed. SidWaj live, bruh, just came from swimming. Hope it went swimmingly. You know what I really want? Hennessy. Hennessy, I don't know, people like Hennessy. Hennessy's fine. Hennessy's nice, I guess. I guess Hennessy's fine. People hype it up, so sure. Hennessy's a nice drink? Exactly, chat. Add Hennessy the drink. Good to sip. You know what I bought recently, chat, and I didn't think it would be as good as it was. And I say good, but maybe I'm lying. I bought a drink called Harvey's Bristol Cream. And in the most insane combination mixing you've ever heard in your life, to the point where you don't know what either of these two drinks are, chat. I bought a drink called Harvey's Bristol Cream. And I mixed it with the promoted through TikTok new tonic productivity energy drink. And you know what? It was actually really good. They, for some reason, just have like a really similar taste. So they mixed really nicely, and it essentially became like a caffeinated alcohol drink. And it was actually really, really good. But it's the most... I'll show you what it looked like in a second. But it's the most insane combination. Especially for anyone who actually drinks. Brabus would be nice, yeah. As much as I don't like Mansory would be quite cool, because their cars are that ugly. I'd love some more ugly cars in Murfest, you know? Add the Cybertruck. Give us as ugly as you can go. Not the Cyber... Look, the Cybertruck is bad, but I wouldn't mind it in the crew. I don't like Tesla, but I do like a stupid, silly rally raid car, alright? I think Tesla in the crew would actually be quite fun, even though Tesla bad. You know what? Hot take, chat? Probably not a hot take at all, though. I think if Tesla was an actually smart company ran by smart people, they would get Elon to step down. That man has done insane... No matter if you're on his side or not, that man has done near irreparable brand harm to Tesla. Because if you're actually into Tesla and the scientists and the people who do the actual work and the engineers at Tesla, they're doing some pretty good stuff. And it would be great stuff if they actually separated off and just tried to be their own actual good company with the namesake that they have now. And I gotta be honest, letting him go would actually be an insane boost to their public image as well. And I think they should actually really be considering doing that. My big automakers about to eat Tesla for lunch. I mean, Tesla was the innovative ones way back when, right? Now everyone's got an EV car. Why does this thing not suck, right? It just made that turn okay. Okay, no speed though, Jesus. But like, if they became their own company, ditched the silly stuff like the Cybertruck, just made good EV cars, I think they'd kill it. I mean, not that he does anything there anyway, but, you know, they could actually get a CEO, an owner, or whatever his title is. They could actually get someone who isn't spread between 50 other companies he's pretending to run, you know? But then again, you wouldn't have anyone to fire and defund all the investigations against you. So... No, you're corrupt. Elon Musk, no, yeah, that's a... it's interesting that has come to light so aggressively, right? I was also one of the people, I don't know, probably, genuinely has to be, what, like 7 years ago now? When Elon Musk first started appearing in places where it was like, oh, he made PayPal, and then he made Tesla, and then he did this. And I remember back then hearing once, oh, did you know he didn't actually make this company? And then obviously now it's way more well known he doesn't actually make any of the stuff he is famous for. Only car we realistically need is the Spiker. Do we need any Spikers? Oh! No, I mean, I was contesting for podium. Political. No. I'll have you know, I have not mentioned. Okay, no. To be fair, okay, I guess you could argue the. No. Saying that maybe defunding and firing people who are investigating your companies, that has nothing to do with politics. You could be on any side of politics, and that would be a bad thing to do. I would strongly argue there's nothing political about any of the yap that I've just yapped. Any of the yip I've yapped, you know? It's just a stupid person being a stupid person. My 3 brands, I'll add to TCM. But you know what, and just regardless, let's pivot. Let's pivot regardless. How am I third? Chat, third in the Atlantic concept. Oh, what the hell? Okay, chat, I actually got to lock in. I'm third place right now. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm contesting for third. This engine kit is so nice. It is so nice. I don't know if you can hear it very well, but... so good. The comments on my video for it were quite... There wasn't a big divide, but the comments on my video, some of them were like, I can't believe you didn't realize this was a straight cut gear kit straight away. And then some of them were like, Sid, actually it isn't a straight cut gear kit, it is a hybrid kit. You can tell because yada yada yada. But to be fair, the guys who called it a hybrid kit weren't exactly wrong. Because he was like, it's not a straight cut gear kit, it's a hybrid kit. And the reason it's a hybrid and not straight cut gear is because it doesn't have whine when you let off. But I think both things are true. I think it is a straight cut gear kit and it doesn't have whine when you let off because the crew haven't made this kit perfectly. Similar thing that happened with the anti-lag kit, right? I think hopefully we get an update where they add the gearbox whine, the transmission whine to letting off as well. Because at the moment, it does need the let off whine. Unless it's a hybrid. Maybe I just ask him. Maybe I say, hey guys, this is supposed to be a straight cut gear kit, right? These aren't two hybrid kits that I just made 2 videos calling straight car gear kits, right? Right? Lexus would be amazing. Yeah, I know people want Lexus. First of all, I hope they return anti-lag since I missed it. Where was anti-lag? Oh, it was Summit, wasn't it? Wait, was it? Where was anti-lag? It wasn't was it main stage? It was main stage, right? Because it's Hoon It Up, anti-lag, and now this one. Yeah, right. Yeah, main stage reward. Damn. January main stage. Eek. Am I the only one who wants actual rally stages with pace notes and stuff? Oh, absolutely. Hang on a minute. I talked about this stuff ages ago. Is that a different route? Is that the exact same route I just did? Well, I'm really glad that they have a lot of route diversity. Whoa, Cop Sanity, thank you so much for the $5. Hey, sit in chat. I hope everyone is doing fine. I just hop on stream while... Hang on, you can't hear the TTS, but I can. When the Jets are going to drop. My theory is that it will drop on the last week, because obviously that's the, like, air-themed week or whatever. Anything unique I can use? Is there any, like, Summit cars that are still locked? I guess there's Crew 2 Summit cars. Let me use a Crew 2 locked Summit car. Oh, actually, I put this livery on this thing, and I think it looks really cool. So I'm actually going to use that. Kerry Steffens, thanks so much for the 19 months. Oh my god, we're on a roll, chat. We're on, what do they call it on Twitch? A hype train. There you go. This is my concept for a rally playlist. A Heart of Rally playlist. I don't know, you can pause. But there you go, actual pace notes. Doesn't this look sick, chat? I don't know who made this livery, but they did a good job. I just choose a vehicle, Sid. I use 1k bones. Oh, I will get back to that, Juma Hakiri. Give me a minute. I don't really honor those anymore because I'm in Grand Race right now. Sure, I'll honor it. Why not? Okay, I need to pay attention. That Ferrari still looks so out of place. When did they add that Ferrari? Was it in latest? I need it? I have no idea where this livery was. I just know that it was really, really cool, and I was like, I need that. What onion kit is this? Oh, anti- Whoa! Chat 20 to first. You're about to be watching an I suck at driving video or what's his name? I suck. Yeah, it is I suck at driving. You're about to be watching his videos. I was 20th in the Grand Race and then I finished first. If I wasn't getting rammed. Bro, where the jet? Bro, where the jet? Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet. I suck at driving, but actually. No way, chat. New SidWaj channel. Whoa. This bloody RS6, man. Go on. Yep. Nice one. Ah! If I get rammed by that RS6 or this Hurricane one more time, marbles will be lost. The only reason he keeps ramming me is because he keeps falling behind me because he sucks at the video game. Oh my god, it's the Motorfest car, chat. Bow, 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 bow. Oh my god, this engine kit, man. Locking in again, time chat. Meta driver. That guy's name is Tommy Lee Bones. It's a funny name. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. When you get players who play like that, all you have to do is just predict exactly how they're gonna play. Like that. Go on, go on, go on. That was me being an idiot for trying to overtake on a bridge. Lamau. If you couldn't tell what happened there, chat, I brake checked him. There we go, chat. You know what? I'll take top 10 from a really bad start. What happened to my music? This is a dumb idea. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I have a lead. Keep it. It's so fun watching players like that too. I just like it's... Once you get the knack of outdoing them, once you realize that all you gotta do is drive ever so better, you gotta brake ever so much earlier, they're gonna be full sending it into turns, so all you have to do is actually hit the brakes, and they will plow into the wall. You'll leave with a better pace, better speed, all of that, better bitches, better pizza, all of that. You will overtake, and it will be incredibly satisfying. Because they will just fall behind ever so slowly. Kids sweating for 10. Sid went A110 on SidWaj. Did I never make, like, the video for that? I must have. I bet you finished 10th. Yeah, I wonder what that bet's based on. We need rockets, too. Chat, once we get the jet, what other vehicles could they add? Bringing back jet skis is an obvious one. Also, whoever said they predict 10th, they're about to be wrong. Did I say bring back jet skis? Bringing back jet sprint and hovercraft is an obvious one. Jet skis, I feel like, could replace jet sprint. But I feel like people would prefer both. Right? We've had so many planes. We've had 3 different types of air vehicles. But maybe it's time... I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need a... I know! I'm sorry, okay? I know. I need a sorry emote, man. I've been asking for a sorry emote since the Crew 2. Max Verstappen is out. No. Would a submarine? A submarine? I don't think we're getting a submarine ever. A submarine would require them to essentially redo and add an entire thing to the game, right? They'd have to actually go underneath every bit of water in the game and actually put, like, stuff there. Attack helicopter? What other things did you guys say? I can't read it. Aircraft carriers? People have talked about, like, commercial planes. Maybe if this was the Crew 2. Maybe, but absolutely not. Buses? I just thought of something random. A bus in the game. A bus? Absolutely not. Snowmobile? Co-op cars? You want me to do a grand race in the worst cars I can find? Damn. Mopeds? Chat. This is uninspired commentary, chat. There is so much better you could be saying right now. Like, what if they added... Hang on, why's my... There we go. What if they added NASCAR? Something like NASCAR would be really good. But I feel like NASCAR, they would just put it in racing is the issue. Drones, spaceships, scooters. What are we using in, okay, this thing. A tractor. MX-5, sure. We're still yeah, it would still be NASCAR, I guess. You know? No, like, passenger seats? Jet skis would work. Jet skis work in this game, right? The vibes, they work. It's like I was finished 9, so 10, not too much different. But you know what they say, chat? There's one winner and 42 losers, and I eat losers for breakfast. Except I was also one of those losers. Old F1 cars? Yeah, old F1 cars would be cool. SidWaj scooters. It would have to be motorized. I mean, like, engine motorized. Jetpacks. I think there's nothing more they can do in the air. I think all they have to do now is switch to the sea. Or land, hovercrafts. Give us hovercrafts back. Give us jet sprint. Call it a day. Then again, people wanted the helicopter back. If they added jet sprint, they couldn't exactly go, the thing that everyone's been wanting, you know? They'd have to go, I guess jet sprint. You remember the thing before? Yeah, see the helicopter. They could have gotten away with like, I don't know. They can't exactly pretend like they're new. On the other hand, for videos, I will probably label them as new because they are new to the Crew Motorfest, but in marketing, they can't really pretend, like, you know, I'm not the Crew Motorfest. In marketing, they themselves cannot claim them as new. Racing trucks? Racing semi-trucks would actually be really cool, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. They add those racing hilariously fun? Yeah. And what kind of companies are in the, like, official racing semi-truck stuff? Right? Like, do Mercedes make trucks and stuff? Are they in there? What companies actually make those cars? Well, trucks. Sid, why are you driving this? Someone in Twitch used 1,000 points to say drive a specific car, so here I am. Volvo? Oh, we don't have Volvo though, do we? That's annoying. Volvo, Mercedes, then I don't know. Yeah, Mercedes, sure. I feel like they could convince Mercedes. Isn't Mercedes the one that's in Forza as well? I feel like they could easily convince them. Man, Mercedes, Bagheera, or I don't know, and Iveco. I know Iveco, and the only reason that I know Iveco is what you can turn their name into if you add a few letters on either side. Scania? Scania nuts. Yeah, how hard would those companies be to get though, right? Like if the Crew Motorfast has all these plane and boat companies, right? Plane and boat companies, they could probably get semi-truck companies, especially if those companies are actually in semi-truck racing. Not if those companies are just regular semi-trucks. DAF as well. What is the name? I am not telling anyone on this live stream what you can turn the name Iveco into if you add letters either way, either side. Ads? Twitch chat is getting ads? YouTube chat, have none of you got ads this live stream? Nope, nope. YouTube scamming me. What the hell? You can't win this race, even with Rhino's shortcuts? Hey now. I do wish in the Simg thing that I did, we did get racing, because he talked about just how bad this thing is. But, we established in that it's not about skill. It's not about the car, it's about the skill. Remove mid-rolls. Yeah. Da, 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 da. How old am I, chat? Those who actually don't know my age, how old would you guess I am? How old do you think, chat, is SidWaj? $56. Okay, actual guesses. 42? Is that an actual guess? 24, 25, 26, 23, 25, 21, 24, 23, 20, oh! 22. I got 2 ads? Oh, interesting. 22. I will say, one of the least guessed numbers was my actual age. Chat, I'm 16. No, I'm 22 years old, chat. And you know what? Everyone's right around there. 26, I don't know. With the age I'm at, and being a guy, I prefer looking older, so I'll take all those 26s and 27s you guys said. I am 22 years old. My birthday is January 1st, chat, so wish me a happy birthday. And that is actually my real birthday. Like, actually. How about an Extreme Stuff series where cars can glide? Happy birthday? Well, it's not my birthday today. You know what's an interesting fact about my birthday, actually, chat? Because my birthday is January 1st, there is one sentence that I can never say truthfully that any other birthday can. That sentence is, my birthday is later this year. I could never claim such a thing. Okay, sure, obviously I could say, my birthday... Actually, no, yeah. That's a fun fact. Am I from GB? I am indeed British. Or at least, okay, look, I find that fact interesting, you know? Thanks, Sid, you're old? I'm 22, man. 22. More like too busy going 22 the grave. You do YouTube full-time? Yeah, I have done since I was 17. Oh my god, I really am getting old! Oh! My brain just went... Oh! My brain went 5 years, and then my brain went... 5 years? Oh. I've been doing this 5 years? 5 years? Chat, by the time there's another crew game, I will be able to say I've been doing this for a decade. Oh, God. To be fair, it's only been about 3 years since it's been, like, proper. 17 is just when I, like, started doing it because I was in a gap year, so I just, like, you know, was doing it every day. But when it actually became, like, a job, daily uploads, all of that stuff, that was only about 3 years ago. Like, a foot taller and maybe 50 pounds heavier than I thought. Well, me. By the way, you are a lot bigger than I thought. A foot taller and 50 pounds heavier. How much is 50 pounds? I'm last place. Who cares? Chat, I paused my game to be here. Oh, wait. Alexa, what's 50 pounds in kilograms? I look 23 kg heavier? What do you mean I look 23 kg heavier than I am? You thought I was scrawny and short? I'm not that short. As you can see, I am clearly auto Alex height. Okay, please. Hello. As you can see, I am clearly auto Alex height. Yeah, thank you, Instagram. Thank you. I am auto Alex height, right? That's me standing next to Josh. There's me walking, right? I'm not in that one. Okay, none of these really compare my height. There you go. Josh, me, Josh. See, I'm taller than... Wait. See, chat? I am taller than Josh. If you just ignore this... Whoa, chat! Can you believe I'm taller than Josh by that much? I am actually taller than Josh, but it's by like an inch. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really checked in a while. I am only ever so slightly below Bagsy height. Am I? No, I'm clearly much closer to the camera here. Oh, damn. Okay, why don't I just give my actual height, chat? I'm 7'20". Yes, on a bad day, okay, but there you go. I'm not too shorter than Shmee. All right. By the way, chat, head over and like my new Instagram post. Drop like on Insta post. I get the notifications and everything, chat. You'll be on my phone if you drop like. Link is in the chat. Thought I was short and scrawny. Well, no, to be fair, I was short and scrawny. At 17 years old, no, at about like 16 years old, I was like 40 kg. Which is, Alexa, what's 40 kg in pounds? No, not, what? Alexa, what's 40 kg in pounds? 88 pounds. I was about 88 pounds at 16-ish. So, you know, I was, you know. But I guess no, I've never been that short, alright? But I've definitely been scrawny. Wait, did you remove it? Did I remove what? Movember? I don't think Nightbot's active. You might just have to give it time. No one's done a Nightbot thing this stream. Songing Nightbot's asleep. Where's GMA, man? Okay, I understand why people sort by brand now. Whoa! People coming in on the Instagram post. Nightbot sleeping, indeed. No. Sure, why not? Sid, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Use the worst cars in Grand Race. Well, someone in Twitch already did that. Also, thanks so much for the 2 months, though, Saucy. Oh, well, actually, how many members are we at in this live stream so far? Mikal, McLovin. 4, like 3, 4. Okay, well, you know what? I'll set the member goal, chat. I'll set the member goal for 5. I don't know if this will be the official member goal. All right, 5 members. So that's, you know, gifted and regular. As chat chooses my cars. Well, I'm glad you didn't for this one. EV. Ugh. Also, chat, I'm going to be up late tonight. Daredevil Born Again finales tonight. That was such a good cub ride! And then I do that. Jesus. Chat, you guys haven't been liking the stream? Chat, you guys haven't been liking the stream? I can't believe you, chat. I can't even look at you right now. I cannot even look at you right now. No, it would actually, no. I can't. Swipe up on mobile, scroll down on PC, head down there and like the stream. You guys know what happens at 100 likes. So if you want... like the... stream. How did he maintain all his pace, yet I get nuked? Leave a like on the stream, chat. You boys know what happens at 100. 100 likes, Sid start dancing. 100 likes. It happens. You barely lose any speed crashing into people? Really? I guess I've just not really paid attention. I don't know, maybe I've placeboed myself into not knowing that. Oh, come on, why did I off-road there for a little bit? I hope I didn't hit that guy. Pull him. Can you face reveal? No. I was gonna click buttons, but to get rid of my face cam, but I have no idea what my buttons are on. $100 likes and you oil up. No. Sid, are you into football? What team do you support? The one that Alex Hunter's playing on right now. Which did he just transfer to? No, wait, this guy's also in the spear race. No, this isn't spear race. This is Sparrow competition. I'm more of a fan of Alex Hunter, so I sort of just follow him around. To be fair, when I was growing up, my older brother supported Manchester United, so I just sort of said I supported Manchester United. You follow him around? Yeah, chat. I'm a big fan of Alex Hunter that I follow around. That joke is golden. If anyone doesn't know football, then you have no idea what I'm on about. But the Alex Hunter joke is golden until time continues long enough where no one actually remembers who the hell Alex Hunter is. I'm on the UK server for Grand Race, the Europe one, yeah. Would you want Apollo in the crew? Apollo is like... You know what? I don't want Apollo in the crew necessarily. It's not that I don't want him in the game. It's just sort of I don't, like, want them in the game. Apollo is, like, the perfect brand for them to get. Like, oh. With... You don't lose speed when you crash into people. My rear end. You don't lose speed when you crash into people. My posterior. You don't lose speed when you crash into people. My... I know the circumstances were completely different. Alright, I know. Apollo is in TDU. Yeah, Apollo is the exact kind of company that I would expect them to get with, like, Lycan and Zenvo and all these other miscellaneous exotic cars. I think it's only a matter of time before we get Apollo, honestly. You hit the wall, not the player? I'm telling you I hit the player. It's just he was, like, dead still. It was I slowed... He wasn't, like, moving enough. He was almost at a complete stop. I enjoy watching... Okay. Will you stream Forza sometime? Probably on the launch. Of the launch of Forza PlayStation? Absolutely. But I probably will only do a launch stream. I'm not likely to do any more than that. I don't know. Different game launches never do good for me. I can do a great launch stream, and then it normally goes downhill after that. Whoa! Put enter the rose if you hunt in. That's good. That's good. Is that the member goal? I thought we were at 3 members. That is not the member goal. One more member, either gifted or regular. There you go. You're older than my grandpa? Damn. We really got the bad ending if Forza is on PlayStation. You said, I said 3, you said 4, I took 3. Okay, I know I said, I know I honored the guy who gave the things earlier, but I probably won't be honoring every Twitch points thing. I know I'm supposed to get rid of it, but I just haven't in ages. By the way, chat, can we talk about how garbage the restriction was this week? German drift cars, and it was just... and only one of them is restricted? I looked at it and I was like, I can't be bothered to play this. There's not going to be anything unique about playing this. Last week was UK only again? Technically not again. Last week was UK only, but the week that you're thinking of wasn't UK only. It was UK only with 3 specific specs. Last week was UK only, all specs. But I don't know, German drift car, but it's only for one of them, just felt so whatever, you know? Different routes in drift was nice though. Oh, is it new routes? Okay, that's nice, I guess. But it's just so weird to have only one of them restricted. Fancy our words? What word did I say? Chat? It's the biggest word I know. I. This is the kind of event that needs like a more slidey drift physics. Like, look at this! Oh, traction control on. To be fair, traction control was on. Okay, there we go. Ooh! Ew, Sid, you drift with traction control on. Ew, 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 Sid, ew, you drift with traction control on. Ew, ew. It's annoying to turn it on and off, okay? It's annoying. Because some of the restrictions that I've seen AI-generated images of people telling people not to play on Saturdays. Fascinating. Again, like when I talked about it before, I understand if you're like, guys, don't play on Saturday because that's how you show them that you don't like this. I understand it. But it's still a little funny to be like, guys, we're staging a protest. Don't play on Saturday so they know we don't like variety. Okay, that was a bit straw man. That was a bit straw man. I don't know. It's funny. It's a little silly. It's a little odd. But it is, I do understand that, like, you know, that's what you gotta do. If you actually don't like it, then yeah, do that. But I don't know, campaigning for that is just, it's a little silly. Just as silly as anyone could say anytime I've campaigned for something, you know. Do you think Frank Castle is gonna do a menace in the final episode? There's big talks of a big violent thing happening in the final episode, and there's also a scene where Wilson Fisk is wiping blood off himself that was in the trailers that we still haven't seen yet. So I don't think it's Frank I think Frank's gonna be going nuts with the police officers, which I wonder morally how that's gonna work, because they are still technically police officers, yada yada yada, but they're also terrible people, and etc etc. But so I don't know how morally that's gonna work with him taking them out, with some of the clips you've seen. But I honestly, with Daredevil Born Again, I have loved episode 8, loved episode 1, loved a few of the episodes in between, but I'm more so waiting for season 2, when it's all by one director with one creative vision. Because Daredevil Born Again is, like, really good. Whoa, still good. Really good. Really good. Oh, the good directors are back. Really good. Like, the Muse thing, it was all, yeah. But season 2 is going all in on being fully connected. If you've not seen the, like... So, if you're a fan of Daredevil, the first seasons, season 2 of Born Again has the Fogwell's gym. The gym where Matt's dad fought. The gym where where Matt used to train himself and at night, whatever. From the original seasons, it's got that gym, which just shows just how connected it is to the original season again. Finally. What do you think about not very grand, tall... 18 upper allowance? What's that? What's going on with the grand tour? We do not care. God forbid, chat. God forbid a guy talk about a show he likes. Alright? Damn. Definitely playing on Saturdays because I do what I want in my spare time. I still stand by it, like... To call it not variety is to have a very closed mindset on it, right? It's looking at just the races in themselves and nothing else. But it absolutely is variety if you zoom out for even a second. If you zoom out to the week, to the month, then yes, it is variety because those grand races are unique. Again, everything I talk to Simji about, what they should focus on, is having more routes. We need way more routes. Sorry, Sid, I don't like the game in the background. Turn it off or cover it up with a black screen, please, and thank you. No worries, no worries. Chat, next time, don't worry. I'll pass all talking points by you guys first. You know? Chat, so I want to talk about the Grand Tour and the Top Gear trio. Do I have your guys' permission? Do I have your guys' permission to talk about Grand Tour and Top Gear? No. Sure for this time? It's got to be unanimous, chat. Yes. Okay, we're 3 votes for no, 3 votes for yes, 4 votes for yes. Unfortunately, chat, it's not unanimous. It's not unanimous. Chat, I was thinking about handing out my bank details. Do I have permission to talk about that? Fun fact, chat, I didn't meet him, but I did meet Richard Hammond's daughter. And I was also directly opposite where Richard Hammond was at the car show I got invited to. So I was gonna film with Richard Hammond's daughter. Unfortunately, there was a couple of higher up businessy nonsense that got in the way. Unfortunately, I couldn't film videos with her. I did plan to. She seemed very nice. It was more like management stuff that got in the way. But yeah, I met her, talked to her. I didn't meet Richard Hammond, but he did show up to where I was, directly opposite, and you could tell he was there because there was a crowd that formed that was about 100 meters long. It went out of the area we were in, up some stairs, not to meet him. It was a crowd not to meet Richard Hammond. It was a crowd and a line that was like 50 to 100 meters long to buy an RC car that Richard Hammond signed. Is what it was. Which is insane to me. What a star power that man has. But yeah. Wish I could have gotten Izzy on. I think Izzy Hammond, getting Bagsy back on, and Adam C, if you know him. Those were the few people who I talked to, but I couldn't actually get on the rigs, unfortunately. Alright, chat. Let's have some respect, okay? Just because she's of the opposite gender doesn't I don't even have to clarify, chat, because you guys are not gonna make me clarify. You know, behave yourselves, alright? But her Mini was there. Let me actually show you. I was gonna put her in, because as you may know, I put everyone in unique cars to them. I was gonna put her in this, which isn't, which to be honest, is nothing like her Mini. Hang on, Izzy Hammond Mini. Her Mini was there, right? It was there, but this thing, it was way too tight of a crunch. I just didn't have the time. I did want to put her in this Mini. It was there at the event, yada yada, but I just didn't. It was the night before that I started to like put the cars together, and there was just no way I was gonna manage to get someone to put this livery together, unfortunately. But so this is the best I did. But yeah, would have been nice to put her in it. Couldn't in the end, unfortunately. Glad she didn't use it. Hey, Sid, I did a main stage degree 1 hour 17 to get all 3 level 4s and 2 hour 25 to get to level 3. God, the fact that the level 3 takes so much longer. I'm glad I didn't in my speed run. Chat, I will be right back. Could you guys quickly watch my crew Murderfest while I'm gone? Chat, I lost this race. I tell you guys to watch my crew motorfest and you can't even do that? You know what I need, chat? You know what I need? I need one of those, like, softwares. I need someone to, like, put together one of those softwares. Alright, you had your fun, spam time over. I need someone to put together one of those softwares that, tracks the inputs that chat says. Like, you know, left, right, accelerate, accelerate. Everyone would have to spam accelerate. But, that tracks the inputs that chat says and puts them in the game. And then I put you guys on a different account, and then I race you, chat. Uninstall should be one. Yeah, chat, if you get 10 uninstalls in a row, like no one interrupts, you get 10 uninstalls, my game uninstalls. I do wish the crew had more, like, modability like that, though, you know? Leak my social security number? I don't have a social security number, because I'm not American. Then again, I guess I could leak my social security number, chat. It's kind of easy to do, at least in theory. What, the uninstall or just the regular inputs? Have you watched any seasons of Reacher on Prime? Yeah, so I watched the first season. This is my fault. I actually was enjoying the show as well. It was pretty good. I just, for some reason, stopped watching it like 2 episodes before the finale. Ever a long time no speak, what's going on? Welcome, Ross. How you doing? And I don't know, at the moment, I binged through Suits. I'm watching Daredevil, started Black Mirror. I'll probably finally watch Breaking Bad eventually at some point. There's a lot of stuff in the way of getting back to my watch of Reacher, you know? The thing you said, oh, well, uninstall. I mean, yeah, in theory, but there's always going to be someone. 10 in a row. Not from the same person. Suits again? No, I finished watching Suits. Dexter doesn't intrigue me. I don't know, it just doesn't. Dexter looks like a show I wouldn't enjoy. And I'm probably right. I don't know. I think I just don't care much for, like, serial killer shows, you know? Or like You and stuff like that, you know? Like the big wrong in the head kind of guy show, you know? But then again, I love Penguin. So more like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't. Maybe I'm being completely arbitrary here. All good, bro. Proud of you. I appreciate it. Been doing a lot of big things. Bro, wear the offline patches? You know. You seen some of the stuff? I mean, I post about it on Instagram. But recently I've had to chat. I do feel like I'm posting too much on Instagram at the moment. But it's because I need to get these videos out, you know. I do need to get them out. Yeah, but proper mega stuff. It's cool. It's cool stuff. 2024 has been a good year, chat. Chat, was it this year that I got the play button, or was that last year? Chat, my memory's failing. You guys said I was getting old? I actually am. Rate Suits? Suits was really good. I really enjoyed Suits. Have you played Prototype or Prototype 2? No, but I've heard of them. I don't know, too. I don't know. It just feels like such a 2024. No, of course I got it 2023. The play button was 2023 because it was in my 2023 was... Sorry, 2024. It was 2024 was this and this and this year. Anyway, bro, I will take a catch up soon. Absolutely should do. Have a good one, man. Yeah, I had it 2024 because it was in my 2024 video. Not 2023, no. Did you watch the Grand Tour? I watched a little bit. I don't know. Could never get into it. Have you seen Love, Death, Robots? Yes, new season of that coming out soon. I will definitely be watching the new season of Love, Death, Robots. At the moment, I'm watching Black Mirror. But tonight, I'm going to get off, continue editing the video that I was editing. And then... Chad, have I revealed what video I'm working on? Because it's quite a cool video, in my opinion. I don't know if I give it up. How far are we into this live stream? Nearly 2 hours? Chat. Sure. The people here, they've watched this live stream, alright? The video that's coming out took a bloody while, and it is not this, because this is me making the Instagram post for the Bagsy video. The video that's coming out is I created a fully in-game, all events, new event type, new cars, layout of the events, where the events would be, style, everything, concept images included, a full Fast and Furious playlist in-game. And that video is coming out soon. In fact, to spoil it a little, you can see some of the assets I've been putting together for this. See some of the stuff that I've been putting together for the whole concept. Where's the jet? Whoa, where's the jet? You finally did it. You said you will do this at launch. At launch of what? At launch of Maui. I did say I would do it at launch of Maui. Now make a Concord playlist. Only at 5%. Yeah. I don't know what happened to it. It just... Jesus. These guys don't know they're in drift cars. I don't know what happened to to doing it at launch. It just kind of... I just didn't. Of TCM? No, see, this isn't a recreating Fast and Furious cars. This is a making a Fast and Furious update, you know? No.
Let's just rewind that one.
When is the jet coming? At the moment, the only thing we have to work on is it'll be, what, 2 weeks? Not this Wednesday. Not next Wednesday. Yeah, two weeks. Oh. Nice car. What it's called? What, this one? It's the Hunatron. This thing sucks. This thing sucks. Why did we get the Hunatron in racing and drift, but didn't get the Hunicorn in racing and, like, street? Bad driver. Don't say the truth. The truth isn't allowed in this chat. I saw your whole Rookie 2 Icon 1000. Oh, very nice. I do plan to do that for this game as well. Restarting the Crew Motorfest at some point. And I may indeed get back to the crew at some point this month. Because I don't know if you've heard the news, chat, but people have began modding the Crew 2. Not just with exploits that make their car go way too quick, absolutely destroying leaderboards, but people have began this kind of modding the Crew 2. In fact, it's available on the, like, modding whatever. So yes, chat, I will probably, I don't know if I will mod it myself. I don't know if I'm allowed to. But I probably will check out the, or at least talk about the mods in the Crew 2. And I'll probably do like a, because it's been over a year now since the Crew 2's final update, so. Okay. I don't know, I'm feeling the Crew 2 vibe recently. The Crew 2's been calling me a little. I think just because of how nothing this week is. Because there's literally nothing going on this week. And next week, I feel like I'm really tingling for a Crew 2. What day? What actual... Because Forza releases on the 28th, right? What actual day is that? See, the drift cam is in the vanity shop for the 3rd time, and you keep saying it hasn't come back. Oh, okay, well, I keep saying that because people keep complaining. People keep being like, I can't believe we still haven't gotten the drift cams. Where'd you get the drift cams? You know? You get so little money in Motorfest? Do you? Oh, chat, I'm about to be at max money. That's going to be a video. It's absolutely going to be a video. Honestly, I still enjoy the Crew 2 more than TCM. I wonder if I would if I got proper into it. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll start streaming the Crew 2 again, you know? Wait, so close? Yeah, I'm way closer than I thought I was. That modding in the Crew 2 is possible only because IVT... Well, the thing is, the game's going to be going offline soon. So... hopefully, we get some cool mods. I would love to see people start putting, like, cars in the Crew 2, right? Like the Supra getting put in the Crew 2. That would be a legendary day, chat. Supra in the Crew 2. Open invitation, chat. How do we have 5 Jaguars in Street Tier 1 and only... and 4 of them are the or the AE type? Jesus. How many cars do we have that are part of the 4-car club, if you will? The RX-8... I mean in the same spec. In the same spec, we have 4 of that car. The RX-8, the E-Type. The Skyline. Yeah, because we have the Skyline, the High Octane, the Black Panther, the Lucky Dragon. Supra? I don't think Supra does count. GTR. You've got the base GTR, the Haru. Do you count the Nismo? I don't think you count the Nismo. Oh my god, does the Hop 1 count? Is the Marco's cab and the other wacky blue one, are those technically Hop 1s? No way the Hop 1 part of also the 4-car club. Oh, no traction control. The Nismo, do you count the Nismo though? And also the Nismo still only makes it 3 cars, not 4. Supra, we only have base, Ryujin, full stop. Oh, damn it, they add hypercar? Does that count? It technically is the same car, right? But not really. No, I'd say it's an Ital design. It's the Ital design. I wouldn't count it. I wouldn't count it. Bugatti for sure. Wait, maybe? Veyron? Deep Blue? Gold? Whatever its name was. Ooh, Jesus. The EB110. EB110 only has 1. It's got the anodized. Magma. The Devo only has Devo, Magma, and Emerald. There's no other. We would need a 4th Devo. Even the Devo isn't part of the 4-car club. Chiron, neither. Chiron's only got the Carbon Edition, Police Edition. What about the Crown Victoria? The Police? The Cab? The Stock? The Limo? The Crown Victoria, the Hop 1, the Mazda RX-8, and the Skyline. And what was the other one? I started this video talking about it. What was the other one? Oh, Jaguar E-Type. And the white... Oh, no. See, it's like whether you count the Nismo or not. Do you count the 300 Plus as a Chiron, as a base Chiron? I don't think you do. I don't think it counts. Video? I don't know. I don't think you count the 300 Plus as the same one. Mustang, maybe. Mustang, you've got the Chase Mustang. You got the stock Mustang. You got the convertible Mustang. You got... Again, okay, but do you consider the Dark Horse? I'm talking about editions of the same car. You know? Like, I wouldn't count the... I would count the Motorfest edition and the Mustang base model in one. And I would count the Dark Horse and the Dark Horse police car in another. You know? R8. There is no editions of the R8 other than the Motorfest edition. But the base R8, there's no additions. Chiron 300 Plus is a modded version of the Chiron, but that's not how it is in-game. You know, in-game, it's like it's not one of the modded versions of the editions, right? Yeah, no, you know what shows that it's not just a modded version of the car in-game? Is because it's got its own modded versions. If the Chiron 300 Plus was one of the modded versions, then we wouldn't have the 300 Plus Divine Edition. Gentle Liechi is not part of the 4-car club. Crown Vic has 5. The Drift one I technically wouldn't count, although... Because I'm talking about same spec here. 911? Okay, that's a series of car. It would have to be this one specific one. Oh, wait, okay, but there is the Wasp. The Carbon. Is there any other editions of that same one? The Cayman? Is there any other editions of the Cayman? I think the list is dwindling, though. Camaro, we only have the... It depends on what Camaro you're talking about. ZL1 has the Rift. Old school one has the, like, drag car looking thing. Not the Ghost edition, sorry. And the old school Camaro has the... I'm so sorry to whoever that was. The old school Camaro has... Sorry, the Bumblebee Camaro has the guitar in the back. The Viper. Ooh. No. The Mad edition of the Viper and the Thunder edition of the Viper aren't the same car. The paint one? Yeah, but there's no other one. Yeah, because it's the one that I am right now. But again, I'm talking about the exact same model, chat. I want 4 different editions of the same model of car, you know? What else could potentially count? .350 Ultimate, not really. RX-7? We only have the Chirugane, no? Hemi RT, nope. Jeep, nope. Chat, you guys are not understanding this assignment. The RS6 is close. The RS6 is very close. We've got the base RS6, we've got the Yanomize RS6, and we've got the Police RS6. It's very close to having the RS6 be in the 4-car club. There are different RX-7 gens. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for, though. Old RX-7 gen, though, the FC, that one's close. Because we have the base, we have the Sakura, and we have the anime, whatever it's called. But I think that's where the list ends. I can't think of any others. No. There's no other car that's really been done to death like those few cars. Like the Skyline, like the all the others that I talked about. Has no one said the R34? I said the Skyline R34. The Lucky Dragon, the Black Panther, the High Octane, and then the base. NSX, when I'm not including multiple gens, alright? Same gen, same car. I wonder if we'll get early gameplay of the jet. Do you reckon we'll get gameplay of the jet before we get the jet? I know I've completely pivoted, but... The combi's close. The combi is close. Because we have the base combi, the ghost hunt, and then that new Hawaiian edition that's UV play. Uplay or whatever. I hope we actually get like a tease for the jet before we get like the day before trailer. I wouldn't count the Drift GR Supra. I want cars in the same class to have multiple versions. Yeah, trailer would be best. I reckon we'll get a trailer before. We'll get like a whatever, but I want a teaser. I want like an in-game teaser. You know? I wonder if we know that it won't be in the playlist, right? Chat, I was almost in like, my brain went into don't leak stuff mode. I was about to go, I wonder if it'll be in the playlist, but no, we've seen the entire playlist. Cadillac, absolutely not. Okay, chill out with the spam. Let me go look at the playlist chat. Shall we look at the playlist chat? Why not? Buy my helmet in game. My helmet got my name on it. Buy it. Chat, I'm in a video game. It's pretty cool. Chat, we got dealing the cards. We got the Queen. We got straight rush. Oh yeah, you can also view requirement. If I go to shop. Yo! That's pretty cool. You can't buy it though? Yeah, you can't, unfortunately. But what else can we see? We can see that the you can't see it behind me, but you can see that the water bike, there you go, you can see it a little bit when I go up and down, that the water bike is the reward for the playlist. We got a bobblehead, we got why put a bobblehead for event 2? Is there that much event 2 player drop off that they were like, we need more incentive? We can see all of these as well. If I cared enough, I could actually go on the map and look for all of these places. Well, I guess we can see that this one's at Chase Squad HQ, this one's at the RB Playground, this one's at Kahoma Falls, this one's at Wailia, and that one's at Kalohi. You didn't know what? I didn't know what? That you can look at the RSQA? Wait, the playlist is already out? It isn't, but there's a really silly, weird UI hitch that lets you look at the playlist early and read everything about the playlist. You can even see what events it'll be in the custom mode, because you can see what leaderboards are available. Oh yeah, this event you can only do in motocross, which I assume means you can actually only do it in the Robbie Madison. That's gonna be so interesting though. How is that event gonna work long term? You know? You know you can replace car thumbnails in the menu? What do you mean you can replace car thumbnails in the menu? What does that mean? The M4 is close to 4, right? What do you mean? Veyron and Z3. Is Z4 also got 3? The Z4 does not have 3. The Agent Edition. That's the only... Oh, Motorfest Edition. Oh. Oh. S2000! The S2000 is part of the 4-car club. The Motorfest Edition the Red Panther edition and the was gonna be a Crew 2 edition, was in the Crew 2 files a billion years ago, and then they finally reused it but renamed it to have an artist's name edition. S2000 is also part of the 4-car club. Multi-vehicle event. That's kind of nice, I guess. Jet, plane, helicopter. What, so you can only see the leaderboards for the final vehicle? That's weird. Realistically, there shouldn't be any... There shouldn't be any here, to be fair. I didn't realize that, 3 vehicle events even had leaderboards. F-150? Check messages on Discord? Why the hell would I do such a thing? Messages don't jump to the top when they're new anymore. Why the hell did my music just stop? Huh? Did you see... I have no idea what you're talking about. 117 likes, you promised? No, chat. Did you see what happened at 100 likes? Corvette? I actually want to see what else is in the 4-car club. Is the M8? 1, 2, 3. Is there not one more M8? Yeah, the base model. The M8. Actually, I wanna write these down somewhere. Hang on. I wanna write these down somewhere. 4-car club. M8. What else is there, chat? Right from the beginning. Skyline R34. I'll look at the F-150 in a minute. Skyline R34, S2000, Mazda, RX-8, Hup 1, Corvette. I don't know what you mean by Corvette. I can't, off the top of my head, think of many Corvettes right now. This one only has 2. That's close. But no, you've only got the donut, you got the police, you got the base. Yeah. No to Corvette. Again, I'm talking about in the same spec. Okay, what else was there? Hup 1, RX-8. There wasn't Camaro. Oh! Chat, why is mine still... Mine's still doing the bug. Mine's still saying the bug's still there. Hang on. I thought they patched it! Wait! Let's go! It's not patched? Transformers chat. Now I'm in like a... I don't even know what you would call this. But yeah, I guess this technically would be, right? Because we've got the... I would... Would I count the convertible and the non-convertible as the same car? I think I would. I think I would. I've got to be nosy. Yeah, they only drove past. Someone was getting arrested there the other day, though. I think I would. Corvette C7 Hyper. Is that the only 4-car club in Hyper? How did you do that with your Corvette? You can do that to your Corvette. It's broken in the entire game. I commented like 5 minutes ago, you just ignored it? Well, oh, did you? See, because when someone says Corvette, my brain doesn't think the hypercar one. My brain thinks the not hypercar one straight away. DeLorean's close, but I wouldn't count the monster truck. No. Yeah, the Dodge editions are different ones. Then we're in other specs, and there's never going to be anything in a different spec. I'll check Rally Raid, though. I will. No Ferraris in the 4-car club. F-150. Okay, let me check Rally Raid, alright? Imagine if the Crew 4 is USA, Canada combined. Did Donald Trump just comment that? I think that the Crew 3 or the Crew 4, we don't really know, was Motorfest a sequel. They're saying it was actually a spin-off. I don't know. I would have to look into it. They're saying that the Crew 3 or the Crew 4 would be America and Canada, so basically the same country. But we're thinking that maybe Greenland would also be in the Crew 4. I think it just makes sense. I think we just make them all one big map. I think I've been trying to do it already. And I think if the guys at Ivory Tower, great guys, you should meet the guys at Ivory Tower. I think if they actually did make Greenland and America and Canada in one map, I think it would be the best thing they could possibly do. And what's the other one that I wanted? And the Panama Canal. And then I think we should get the Panama Canal. We should get the Panama Canal DLC. Right. Oh, Crown Vic. Crown Vic as well. Chill out with the spam. Right, F-150. This is a different one to this. These two are the same. Technically, no. This is the same one as the police. But this isn't the same. Okay, 2017, 2010, 2017, 2010. Okay, do you count the Evo versions? Because the Evo versions technically are and aren't the same car. GT 500? The GT 500 also has 4 cars. Does it? America... No, that's not it. Sorry. No, the American edition, the Road Force one, the police, and the one that's a playlist reward. No, you're right. What an interesting car to pick for the 4-car club. Mustang GT 500. Bronco? Bronco is not 4-car club. What are we talking about, chat? Make some sense. I don't know if I'd consider the different Evos the same car, because they're technically supposed to be different cars. They're treated like that, at least. Anything else 4-car club? No Hummers. Nothing here, but I wouldn't put them past putting an Ivory Tower in the 4-car club. Aren't we getting a new Ivory Tower car this update? We're getting an Ivory Tower in racing, right? We're gonna have 4 Ivory Tower cars. I wonder if they're trying to do one every update. I guess it makes sense, right? Put one in every spec so that eventually they can use one for marketing without having to go through different companies. Jaguar E-Type. Did I write that down yet? No, I haven't. Jaguar E-Type. Yeah, the concept Jag is close. I wouldn't consider some of these the same car. What about the Land Rover Defender? Or is that only on 2? Guess it is, right? KTM is close. No, it isn't. GT4 and GT, the other one, are different cars. But we do have a lot of KTMs in the same spec. No, we are close, though. Land Rover's on 3. I think you're right about the old Defender. No, there's only 3. See, we got the Pierce, we got the base, and then we got the one from the Crew 2. There's more Lotuses than you would think. Maserati's a no-shot. Yeah, we're close on the older one with 3. But the RX-8 does. We've got the base RX-8, we've got the Pearl Edition, the Gold Edition, and the Thunderwave Edition. The Ninja H2, no chance. We've only got the base and the other thing. No other Mercs. What are you guys saying? 4 RX-8s? Yeah, I know there's 4 RX-8s. I know. I brought that one up ages ago. Where is the 4th Hup 1 in Street? Base Hup 1, Burning Wheels. Or did they change it to the Molten? Because I think they renamed them both, which they shouldn't have. And the 2 wacky ones, the Cab and the other thing. There's got to be more Nissans. There's got to be more. There has... No, not doing that joke. I'm not. Okay, GTR, Haru. I don't think I would count the GTR Nismo anyway. There's not 4, but I don't think I'd count the GTR Nismo regardless. Adam sees 350. Woo! Couldn't get him in it, unfortunately. Yeah, the R34 I've already got on the list. That one's for sure. Why is there 2? Oh, because the Lunar Year Edition. I completely forgot. I was like, I swear there isn't a Chase Squad. My brain went, wait, there's no Chase Squad Noble. No Paganis are even close. They're all 2 at the most. How are we close with the Plymouth Roadrunner? How is one of the closest ones to 4 cars the Plymouth Roadrunner? Get me thinking on some other lowriders. 1, I would count Street 1, Street 2. Because that's essentially, they share parts. Pontiac GTO, Pontiac GTO. So no. No, no, and no. There has to be one in Porsche, right? Carrera 4S Timeless, so no. Splatter and Base, so no. Winter Agent and Base is the Speedster, and there's no other Speedsters. The closest we've got is the Wasp, the Carbon, and the Base. Taken's only on 2. Nothing else is even close. No. I mean, technically, the 911 GT3 RS, I wouldn't even count because one's in Street, one's in Hyper. So, hang on a minute. So the Corvette. No, it's the ZL1. Right, never mind. I was going to count them as the same thing, but no. Wait. No, 718 Spider's different to the Speedster. Cayman, Base. Damn, there's really no 4-car club in Porsche? That sucks. Yeah, everything's only got really like 1 edition. Here you go, there's the 4-hub ones in Street. We got the Burning Wheels, we got the Clumsy, we got the Marcos Cab, we got the... Wait. Yeah, this is misnamed. This is supposed to be the Molten Edition. Put it in Facts and Glitches. I love Roof. I wish we got more. Roof, Rough, whatever. I already checked. Don't waste your time. No, you're probably right, but I'd like to look at them anyway. These are in different specs, yeah. I'll speed run through them. Not even really close. Close. In Toyota. TVR nowhere near. Nothing in Volkswagen. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah. Damn. So to be fair though, the 4-car club is still pretty expansive. Just let me quickly scan again. Yeah, we're close with the RS6. Because we've got the base, the chase, and the other, and then we got whatevers. Whatever. No Beamers? I put the M8, didn't I? Because the M8 is. M8, yeah, I did. Okay. Z4 isn't, but it's close. Devo isn't, and that's crazy. The fact that the Devo was iconic for being one of the duplicate summit cars, and the Devo isn't in the 4-car club. It got overtaken so extremely. Before, it was iconic that we got 2 Evos and 2 Devos, and then now so many cars overtook that. Like, I blinked. There was not really any cars in the 4-car club. I blinked, and then there was. What was? Okay, here's a question, chat. What was the first ever 4-car club car? Was it the Crown Vic? So here's the 4-car club. Skyline wasn't until Black Panther. M8? Ooh, the M8! All of the M8's cars are crew too. I've got a sneaking suspicion. It wouldn't be the GT500. Yeah, GT500 wasn't until Black Panther, until Motorfest. M8, Crown Vic and Chase. When did we get the Crown Vic police car? Because that was after the police update. And the M8 Tapestry Edition, or whatever it's called, No Rules Edition, the No Rules was well after. Because the No Rules was part of, like, one of the last updates. When did we get the Crown Vic? I'm happy to say Crown Vic 1. Base Limo and Taxi added during Contractor. Police was right after UI update. We got the Crown Vic before No Rules. Yeah, okay, so Crown Vic was 1. Then it was M8. And then are we already onto the Crew Motorfest? R34 was Motorfest. S2000 was Motorfest. RX8! Wait! Gold was before Chase Squad. Thunderwave was before Chase Squad because it reran early. And I didn't have it. It was the 4th car. The mysterious 4th car I didn't own. You guys only knew that I didn't add 8. That I didn't have 3. Sorry, before Chase. Before the Chase. Whatever. Well, both sentences are true. The Pearl was a was like a bundle car. The E-Type would be early in Motorfest, but I think... Oh my god, I actually really want to order these, because this has actually really interested me. The Hub 1 was also Crew 2! Okay. RX-8 first. RX-8 first. Pearl? We need to know when the Pearl was. Because the Thunderwave and the Gold, I know were both before the police update. But when the hell was the Pearl? Was the Pearl before the police Vic, is the question, right? Can I use SidWaj videos to... I have no idea. I didn't write it down. I didn't put RX-8 in the title. Okay, let me just search. Mazda RX-8 Pearl Edition was... November 27th. And the Crown Vic Interceptor unit... Okay, the Crew 2 was November 27th, 2022. And the Crown Vic was March 2022. But now I need to know. So the Pearl was 27. What was the other one that was going to contest with the Pearl? The M8. When was the last M8? It was the... Into the Storm. No, it was the second month of Into the Storm. M8 No Rules Edition, the Crew 2. Jesus. That was Jan 2023, so the M8 wasn't second. Instead, it was the RX-8 was the second 4-car club. Then the M8, but we haven't figured out the Hop 1 yet. What was the last Hop 1? It was the Clumsy, right? Hop 1 Clumsy Edition. Or was it the Molten? I feel like the Molten was ages ago. Like, way ages ago. Molten was Police Update, yeah. The Clumsy was February 23. Oh, I need them both up. Is it different by 1 month? January 23. The Hop 1 is 4th by 1 month. Damn. Hop 1 is fictional, so you can see year of creation in TCM. The year of creation just says like 1930 something. Jet. Okay, chill out with the spam. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome. We're conspiracy theorying. Is there a joint in this? There isn't, is there? C7 Hypercar. Oh no, the C7 Hypercar. What was the last one? Long Range or Gold Nugget? Gold Nugget was American Legends, and I feel like absolutely the American Legends was first. Oh, sorry, last. I need last. Which one was last? It's two different cars? What, the convertible and non-convertible? I guess. I'll put a little asterisk. None of the rest of them are Crew... No. One more is the Crew 2. No, it isn't. So these are all TC2, right? So then... It's the GT500, right? The GT500, because that was launch of the Crew Motorfest. Then it was the E-Type, because that was the third month Summit car. No. Then it's the S2000, because that was the second month Summit car. Then the E-Type, because it was the 3rd month summit car. What's left? Black Panther? And Black Panther christened the R34 into the final and most recent 4-car club. Wasn't Japan month before EU? It was indeed, yeah. Why am I sweating? Chat, I've got a cold sweat right now. Maybe it's because I haven't streamed in a while. And I haven't eaten anything, actually. Hang on, let me eat something. Ow. Chat? I am such a nerd for finding that interesting. But I do. Oh yeah, this is the glitch that happens if you go look at the playlist early. Woo! Playlist. I did. Chat, so there's, Chat, so apparently there's some, like, new exploit. Obviously, I won't be making any videos on it or anything. But apparently there's some new, money whatever exploit. You know what's an exploit I miss, chat? Double affix. Double affix could have become a feature. I stand by that. Like, you pay 100k to match the affix? Yeah. See, the thing is, why would you even need to use a money exploit in Motorfest, right? A parts exploit, I could understand. A money exploit? Skill issue. It is so easy to make money in this game. I'm staying to my cat eye rival? Why do you use the cat eye rival? Bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, what am I talking about? Made me forget. You know what's also an important club though, chat? 3-car club. Oh, sorry, 3-spec club. Or at least ones that you can use in Grand Race. I wish there was more cars that were in 3 specs in Grand Race. Because it's 17k XP in 30 seconds? Average 30 seconds, but I also got a 17-second arrest. 17k XP in 30 seconds. Is that good? Sounds good, to be fair. Is that good, like, compared as, like, a proper money method? Oh, sorry, like an XP method, I guess. I assume it's not very good on money. But, like, when you're doing it that much, I assume it makes up for it. Like, the money's not bad, it's just not good. Anything that many times is good for money. I fucking knew it! This LaFerrari piece of nothing. The crew bonus. It's not funny. That isn't funny. It's not funny. Curb ride, goddammit! Oh, that's not a curb ride. It's a curb slide. Hold. Oh, what the hell? That was a jump scare. I don't think I've ever gotten that transition before. This route to route before. I'm such an idiot. Just respawn, Sid. Just respawn. What did I think I was gonna do? Who did I think I am? Evil Knievel? What, I was just gonna somehow manage to jump the chasm and get back to the road? Who did I think I am? What car was he in, chat? Was he in the good one? He was in the Gordon Murray, so I assume he's in a good AGP car. Why am I in this? Also, that was a short section. Is that quicker? Feels quicker. Welcome, Statics. What's the crew motorfest? Still yet to find out. I can win this one. I can win this one. Anyone found the jet yet? It's probably coming in like 2 weeks. We've got a 2-week countdown till the jet. Yo, Sid, when is the jet coming to the crew 2? The crew 2? The crew motorfest. You got your answer. Oh, I haven't won this one. Oh well. Name a car for an edit. Does it have to be a car in-game? The car I name is a... Go for an Alpine A110. My dream car. There you go. And also subscribe to SidWaj. There you go. There you go. And say the question first, please. Wait, what? As in say, name a car for an edit. Alpine A110. My dream car. Acting 101. Oh, however will I don't know, how do you act? Bad driver, indeed. Oh yeah, chat, still playing, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Still pretty good. Combat's a little meh. I don't know. The combat's really fun. Looks good. Just gets a bit too easy sometimes. I don't know. The stealth is still really good, and I literally only play that game for the stealth, and I love it. Actually, that's a lot. I've been enjoying the Yasuke stuff as well. Essentially what I do in Assassin's Creed Shadows is I just... If it's daytime, play as Yasuke. If it's nighttime, pretend like this is the closest thing I've got to Splinter Cell Blacklist, because it actually is the closest thing we've gotten to Splinter Cell Blacklist. Ubisoft. Wait. I came second place in that grand race without using traction control? Okay, either I'm just that good or traction control is a lie.
Let's just rewind that one.
It's actually the woke mob that wants you to believe in traction control. Yeah, but what was that? Whoa, Turbo Motorsport. I was upset recently. I saw the announcement in the server being like, yeah, not really updating this anymore. I was like, oh. Damn it, I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, I'll play this, and then I just never got around to playing it. It is unfortunately still one of those things that I really want to do, but I will have to, like, wait to get around to, but... Yeah. I was like, oh, damn it. SidWaj, do you think the new BMW in Drift sucks because I think it doesn't drift right? Read the announcement in 5 minutes. It doesn't take me that long to read the announcement, silly. See, chat, that was a joke. Because we all knew that he meant read the announcement that's coming out in 5 minutes. But the implication of the joke, chat, was that he meant take 5 minutes. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I'll be here all night, actually. No, I won't, chat. I actually have 2 minutes left. This will probably be the last thing we're doing this stream. Okay, but you know what? I'll stay for the extra 5 minutes to see the announcement. I'll do that. Two identical high SidWajes back to back. What the hell? Welcome, McKinnon. Welcome, Matthew Edwards. Sid, why doesn't my game let me turn off TCS? It should. SidWaj, do you think that... Everyone's saying SidWaj in the chat. The chat's looking like Christmas lights. When you say SidWaj, it highlights the name in orange. Oh yeah, the new drift BMW. I don't know, this thing, I understand if you didn't like how it drifts generally, but I actually do kind of like how it drifts round turns, like when you're actually racing with it. What's my favorite car brand? Alpine. Alpine, and specifically, well no, I don't really care about Alpine the brand. They're doing an SUV that kind of sucks. The A290 is fine, but nothing like the concepts. It's not even that sporty like it's supposed to be. I like the A110, basically. If I had to like a specific brand, I don't know. I don't care for brands specifically. I like products. Wait, that sounds worse. I like singular products, not brands as a whole. When podcast and BrickWaj. BrickWaj should come back. I don't know why I'm slacking off on BrickWaj. Podcasts, no idea. Chat, how many minutes is 5 minutes? Also, where the hell is the server? Am I blind? Am I losing my mind? Oh, there it is. Oh, the announcement helped. Whoa! Yo, guys, we back. Decided to start working on the game again. This time, I'm making it the way it was actually supposed to be. From the start, gonna keep it as close as possible to my original vision. Post more leaks and not rush. It's interesting, the official developer calling it leaks. Maybe a big company should do that. Whoa! Hi, Sid. Decided to start. Possibly the game will come out way closer than your mind. I want to clarify the game will not be as I call it as it will focus on actual although nice. I might still check that out at some point. The crew motive in Roblox. Chat, every now and then I see the view counts. Every now and then I see the view count of Roblox content creators, and I go, huh. And then I think to myself, no, can't be a Roblox content creator. That would be cringe, as they say. But chat, sometimes, you know, I look and I'm like, okay, what if I didn't do Roblox content as a whole? What if I just did the racing games on Roblox? And you know, that would be still at least 1 bajillion views instead of the 10 bajillion views that the Roblox creators get. And I'm like, you know, like, I'm not someone who wants a lot of money. But every now and then, I'm like, wouldn't it be nice to buy my girlfriend a car or some crazy shit like that? You know? Nah, nobody cares about Roblox? I'm sure these YouTubers' bank accounts care about Roblox. But chat, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am. No, okay. Honestly though, I don't know. Maybe I'd do a few videos every now and then. If I did the like Motorfest one, maybe I'd do like a few more, chuck out occasionally like this crazy Roblox racing game. But I couldn't, no, the more I think about it, no. I couldn't bear. And look, sorry to everyone who's a Roblox content creator. If a Roblox content creator, like a YouTuber, was to ever see this clip right here, I'm sorry, okay? I'm so sorry. But I just, like, you know, because I work with big car brand stuff now. Could I really go up to, like, Richard Hammond and be like, yeah, so I do racing game content. Oh, what racing games? Oh, you know, yeah. Like, the Crew Motorfest isn't massive. But the Crew Motorfest, I can go, oh, it's the Forza competitor, you know? oh, it's the Crew Motorfest, it's set in Hawaii, it's basically a Forza competitor, it's Ubisoft's racing game. But if I was a Roblox content creator and my main content was Roblox and people gotta look at it and be like, oh, look, Maybe I turn SidWaj into a Roblox channel, or maybe I just make a new Roblox channel and I just never address it on the main channel. But chat, there will be signs. The signs will be that I will have an Alpine A110 back there. If you do a Roblox stream, I will hit speed as well. I wish like to come up would be nice. Who knows though, chat? Who knows? Who knows? And also respect the Roblox content creators, alright? I know that a lot of the stuff I do, other people would find it cringe doing, alright? So I'm not gonna sit here and slander Roblox content creators and not understand if they go, damn you, Sid. Alright, chat, that's gonna be about it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I was you, wasn't it? By the way, chat, gym talk a little bit. Haven't been going gym in ages. I did a 5k run yesterday. I did a 5k run like 2 days before that. And I'm probably gonna do a 5k run. No, I didn't do it yesterday. I did it 2 days ago. And I did a 5k run 2 days before that. I'm probably gonna do a 5k run tonight. When did I start work today? I started work late because I wanted to start later so that I could still stay up for Daredevil Born Again. I started work at like 1:30. How many hours am I supposed to complete today? Oh, I got about half an hour of work left. Alright, and then I'm clocking off. Okay, I need to go edit that Fast and Furious video. Alright, that's about it from me. Thank you so much for watching, chat. In a